It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
Hey Coach, Jake Schwartz, DMVR.
Pleasure.
Just wanted to ask you about Shilo, just what you thought about his play tonight.
I thought he played horrible. I thought he was rusty. I thought he didn't have his footing. I thought he wasn't breaking down. He was coming up trying to make the play, but open field one-on-one tackle with that kind of back is that ain't an easy task. But he's going to do better. I know what he has in him.
Now, y'all seen that clip? Prime said it out his own mouth, man. He played horrible. Shilo played horrible. Could he have done better? Yeah, he looked rusty. He looked like he was shaking out the kinks. He looked like he was getting his rhythm back. He looked horrible. It's the failed athlete, man. That don't mean you got to fail in life. Make sure y'all like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for the notifications. It's such a blessing, man. It's such a blessing to be in attendance with the family. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. We got to talk this Shilo. I raised the question last video. Is it going to be nepotism? Is Prime going to play his son simply because that's his son? A lot of y'all in the comments said, hey, man, Shilo, quiet as kept. He's the best tackler on the team. He makes the most plays. He's the best player out there on that defense. This ain't about Silman Craig. This about Shilo right now. The best of the best, right? That's what they was kicking to me in them comments. Meanwhile, you have his own father telling you that he played like hot garbage. Tackling wasn't there. Where was the tackling that game? Where was it? I seen Shilo getting broke down in open space, man. I seen Shilo getting them ankles tended to on the sideline, needing to be taped up because them ankles looked like something off a and one mixtape in 03. It was looking bad. And good for coach for saying, you know what? Hey, man, I don't give a damn what the people are saying. I'm going with my son at the end of the day. I trust him. I know he's a leader. No, he may not be the best safety in the country, but my son is going to give it all he's got. He's going to fly to the ball, all hats to the ball, and he's going to attempt to make plays. And that's what Shilo did. He attempted to make some plays. It just didn't go his way, man. If you go back and critique the film and watch the film, and this is not even me going hard on him, Shilo missed a lot of tackles, man. He missed a lot of tackles that last game. And he did a lot of lunging, was going for that big hit a lot of the times. And it just wasn't converting. It just wasn't doing what it needed to do like it usually does. And I like Shilo. I like him as a player, like him as a young man. Dope individual, but we got to call a spade a spade. He played like some hot garbage, man. And I understand, well, Coach KD, everybody was hurt. There's no way they could have really won that game anyway. Their whole receiving core was gone. Their whole offense was gone. I mean, what is the offense if they don't have the receivers? You know Trav didn't play, so how can you put that all on Shilo? I'm not putting the game on Shilo. What I'm saying is Shilo has a better game. Maybe they pull out that W. And shout out to that DB at the end, that young DB that was able to get that pick, that was able to take advantage of his opportunity during that time. Too bad Colorado wasn't able to turn that into a W. But great pick for that young freshman. Now, back to Shilo. In football, everyone has to do their 111th. You don't do your part, the team's not going to get that W. Everybody has to be on one accord. That's the beautiful thing about football, man. You can't be an individual. It just doesn't work. Everyone needs everyone to win and to shine, really. So everybody got to be doing their job. Shilo did contribute to the loss because he didn't do his job. There was things that he could have done better. Once he gets graded on that film is going to look like a low C or a D. I'm just keeping it funky. He's not going to get the best grade. And say what you want. Hey, man, I respect Shilo because he's old school. He comes down and he lays the wood. He'll really hit you. Oh, okay. That doesn't change the fact that he didn't play up to par. That doesn't change the fact that he didn't do what we needed him to do. The fact that he coached Prime's son doesn't change the fact that he didn't ball. And Coach Prime called him out. That's why I got to respect this man. He said he played horrible, but at the same time, I'm going to play him. Yeah, he played horrible, But I'm going to be able to sit in front of this camera and tell you that he did play horrible. I'm not benching my son. You out your rabbit ass mind if you think that's going to happen. No. And yeah, the team was playing with a lot of chemistry the past couple weeks. Shilo comes back and it's a loss. That does have to be accounted for. I know there was massive injuries on the offensive side of the ball. I know he was just coming back from injury, but they were on a winning streak without him. He comes back, they start to lose. Is that entirely on Shilo Sanders? No, I'm just telling you the pattern that I see. Are you guys gonna call me a hater for pointing out the pattern that's right in front of you? You can see it too. It's not like I'm lying. I noticed that a lot of my people get frustrated when you tell the truth. A lot of my people get upset, get in their emotions, get in their feelings when you tell them the truth. So are y'all gonna jump bad on me because I'm letting you know that when Shilo was gone, they were winning, and now that he's back, they took an L? I'm just calling it like I see it. This is exactly what's in front of me. This isn't me making shit up. So y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. As always, because I love to know if y'all feel like I'm overdoing it. I'm just stating the facts, though. I'm just stating the facts. You know we the most hated, smallest YouTube around. The most hated, smallest YouTube. And that ain't changed. And I don't know if it's ever gonna change. You gotta embrace the hate a lot of the times. You gotta just embrace it. I'm not here hating on Shilo. I'm just asking questions. That's all. Sometimes you just gotta ask questions. Let the chips fall where they may. And I got love for Shilo Sanders, but now the question begs to be asked. Is the defense better with him, or are they better without him? And the numbers, we not even gonna get emotional. We just gonna let the numbers speak. We just gonna let the numbers do what they do. Now, he's the leading tackler. Some people would say, hey man, he's getting the job done. Look how active he is. Look at how involved he is. He's flying around making plays. Why is the safety the leading tackler on your team? That's a question that needs to be asked as well. What the hell are you linebackers bringing me? What the hell are you linebackers doing for me? Why is the safety, the last line of defense, the one with the most tackles? I need to talk to some of them D linemen. What's going on, Warren Sapp? But see, I'll be the bad guy for asking these questions. I will be the bad guy. Why the hell does Shilo have all of those tackles? And not to say that that's not a great thing, but why is your safety averaging the most tackles? That don't fit well. That don't sit right with me. It shouldn't even be getting to that line of defense. That don't sit right with me. But that's neither here nor there. The question begs to be asked, is the defense better with or without Shilo Sanders? And Shilo Sanders is a future NFL guy. He's a future NFL guy, but he didn't look it. He didn't play it that last game. Coach KD, he's coming off a fresh injury. He broke his wrist. Can you give him a little bit of time? Hey, that's what we don't have. None of us have that. None of us have time like that. You see, he had to get thrown back out there right after the injury. He didn't have the luxury of sitting a couple games out. No, Shilo has to prove that he could get to the league right now. And the thing is, I think that game hurt him more than it helped him. I think the NFL scouts are going to look at that K-State game and they're going to have a plethora of things to point out to say, hey, you need to work on this, 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 and this. So is he a pro? Of course. That game didn't help his stock. Let me just say that. That game didn't help his stock. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Am I just talking out my ass? It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got to fail in life. Let's go.